doesn't really tell the whole story of how good that kid is. Just hasn't gotten a lot of the opportunities to wrestle high-level guys.
And you saw McComas just hanging onto that ankle, forced the stalemate, was underneath and able to create that scramble, grab the head of Vargo and put him in a bad shape. So we'll move on to 133 pounds. Team USA, Adrian Meza from Valiant College Prep, Arizona. He is 109-19 in his career, and he is taking on Mason Gibson. You've been hearing about this kid since he was in 8th grade. He's finally a senior. Mason Gibson from Bishop McCourt, 72-10 in his career.
This was one of the ones in this duel I was looking forward to most. Both these guys are wild. They do some crazy stuff. I don't know, they can score from just about anywhere if they pull the trigger. They also have a tendency to slow it down.
Slowing things down a little bit.
Absolutely. So it could go one way or the other.
Yeah, Mason, as I mentioned, he's been big-time matches for the last 5-6 years of his life. Came on the scene, I think, probably, correct me if I'm wrong, but 8th grade was really the big time when he won that Super 32 title.
Yep, it was just
as
an 8th grader.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Meza, he's number 7 in the country. Gibson currently number 20, but Meza, Fargo champion, really, really good guy. Another guy out of Valiant Prep. He has a teammate coming up next, Kyler Larkin.
Yeah, back-to-back wrestlers from Valiant College Prep out in Arizona.
Oh, underhook jack up there for Gibson, not able to get to the leg. Oh, looking for the re-attack was Gibson. These are another two guys have a lot of speed, like we saw in that 114-pound bout.
So you guys heading to some excellent programs next year. Iowa State, they were a trophy team this year, right? 3rd or 4th? Oops, sorry, Iowa State. Sorry to rub that in.
No trophy, unfortunately.
I'm laughing now. It even sounds like I meant.
That genuinely sounded
no
like
Cyclone
distasteful.
I know it did. Apologies to Cyclone Nation. Meza, 4th, not 4th, rubbing in more. I head to Iowa State next year. Mason Gibson, he's headed to Penn State. I know where they finished.
Well
out in front this year. So Mason Gibson headed to Penn State.
Joining his brother Nick out there. Nick, a transfer from Cornell last season. Well, Mason was originally committed to Cornell, flipped his commitment over to Penn State once Nick left. I asked him what went into that decision. He said, I didn't even go visit. Nick just asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, yeah, sure. So it was that easy. It's like family means everything to me, so that's what's important.
It's like going on a Sheets run. You want to go?
Yeah,
sure.
Why not?
Got to get the Sheets. We're in Western PA right now.
Want to go to the best college sports dynasty of all time? Sure. Gibson goes down to start the second. Gibson, at times, he has a little bit of deficiency on bottom, but I don't see him having problems here against Meza. He's up to his feet. Meza's going to have to return here. Granby by Gibson. He's going to get his escape.
Yeah, good action by Gibson. Just keeps moving, gets the escape. Nice job by Mason Gibson. Gets on the board first here at 133 pounds.
The problem with Gibson has never been the talent. The kid has so much talent and just natural ability. It's just sometimes he has a little bit of brain farts in matches. Sometimes over wrestles positions, just gives up unnecessary points, and it gets him in trouble.
Yeah, just really trying to stay focused for that whole 6 minutes of time.
Absolutely. Like this sky's the limit for this kid if he can put it together. Underhook here for Gibson, looking to bring it up. Now goes underhook on the other side, kind of stabbing at legs on both sides.
Yeah, and Gibson doing a nice job, though. He's controlling the ties, jacking things up.
He's been really moving Meza so far. Under a minute to go here. Another big snap from Gibson, kind of snapped himself under, but able to get out. Haven't really seen much of a committed attack from Meza at this point, and it's mostly because Gibson's kind of been all over him in these ties. Back to this underhook.
Yeah, Gibson's got the underhook, but he doesn't have the head position, so hard to get your offense going. Now he says, all right, I'll take 2 underhooks.
All right, who needs head position? I'll just take both his arms.
Now it doesn't matter what side your head's on.
Nice re-attack here by Gibson, head outside.
Yeah, he went lefty high C off that underhook. See if he can finish. He's got 20 seconds to do it.
Meza's in good position here, sitting corner, locked in the crotch.
Gibson trying to switch sides.
Yeah, Meza's still all right here. Gibson's actually kind of getting in worse position now, trying to bring him out the back door. Just 6 seconds to go.
And that was
trying to wrestle through it. Meza continuing to pass. Not going to be able to finish. Good action there.
Yeah, good job by Gibson to adjust. You see how his shoulder started to slip. He decided to go Iranian out the back door there and elevate and just
take his feet off the mat, see what happens.
Yeah, good job wrestling through that position. And I mean, it could have turned out bad for Gibson, but realized it and kept wrestling. So 1-0 is the lead for Gibson. Into the 3rd period, he's going to get set on top.
Steve Gibson, he's never really much committed to a ride. Pretty indifferent.
And why start now?
And Meza gets the escape in about half a second. Re-attack here, Gibson.
Thought he was going to get that go behind, but Meza able to stay square.
Man, these kids are fast. Ooh, that was nice little duck of the tie there. Back to this underhook for Gibson. As you mentioned, not with head position though, so not gonna be able to. Now, he
must hear us.
He really doesn't like us talking crap on his underhooks.
Says, I will take both.
I will take any arm I want.
Meza hasn't really been able to get any offense going for himself.
I really could see a Meza stall call coming. Now he's moving forward, so maybe not. He's been engaging in the action. It's just Gibson's been all over him. Now backside, trying to kick away is Meza, now kicking over. Wow, great defense there.
Yeah, Gibson able to use the underhooks on both sides of the body. See if he can convert it to points.
Meza locked in the crotch once again. Now Gibson in decent position, but is Meza in on the leg? Watch the knees.
Yes. I think that's the call to make there.
I think that was, sometimes these kids, man, I don't get why you do that to yourself. Like, I'd rather give up a takedown than blow my knee out. I'm sorry that maybe that's just me.
Teenagers don't always make the most logical choices.
Really?
As a father of one, I'll just share that with you. So.
Well, I guess that's a good note for the future, potentially. Just 34 seconds to go. We could be looking at another sudden victory here. It's neither guy given an inch in this match.
So we may be headed for another overtime period. You know how it works now, though. You got 1 minute and then 30 seconds, and then a 30-second overtime ride out. First points were scored by Gibson, so he would get the choice if we get that far.
He's trying to jump over.
And you said that goofy stuff, and that's a good example. It's a tie.
Oh, he does it!
With 5 seconds on the clock, Mason Gibson.
Wow, that was sweet, man. I'm gonna need to see that replay.
So he tried to jump, didn't work, goes back for the more conventional duck under.
The more conventional, I'm just gonna duck his arm and double leg him. Oh my gosh, that was sweet.
So number 20 in the country takes out number 7. Mason Gibson does it in his home state.
Hey man, he earned that one. He pushed the pace start to finish.
Yeah, Gibson.